Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joenojoseph, and I'm back at it again with another one. You feel me? Today, we're tapping in to the Jesy Nelson freaking Capital, I want to say it's Capital, I forgot what it's called, Capital FM 95-106 interview. Okay, I'm super hyped to tap into this, bro. It looks like she talked a little bit more than what she did in her Glamour interview, so I'm super hyped to get into this. I love the little clickbait title that they threw on this, so obviously I'm about to clickbait this video too, but I hope you guys are gonna stick around and enjoy it with me. I really love these girls, man, especially Jesy. If you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you know that Jesy has always been bae, okay? From the jump, Jesy has been everything I've needed in my life, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the video, man. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share the video with a friend, you know what I'm saying? Maybe throw it up on your story or something. Help a brother out. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Capital Breakfast, and this is kind of strange because this person's in on their own for the first time ever, but we love it nonetheless. Let's hear it out for Miss Jesy Nelson.
Yeah.
On Capital Breakfast. Jesy, how does it feel being on your own here?
I hate it.
Oh,
I mean, not being here.
I hate it.
No,
Well, thanks for coming in. I hate being here.
Obviously, love seeing you lot, but I don't like. I honestly don't like being without my girls. I hate it. It feels really weird.
Oh, and you've got so used to it now because it's
Probably, like, especially since, like, I know all of them have been saying this, but even, like, in interviews alone, like, you don't really see solo interviews. So it's like whenever they go to address the media, and you never know, like when you go into interview, so like let me help you guys explain. So like when you go to do an interview with like a radio station or anything like that, like your manager or management, they'll usually issue like a notice or something about like what you don't really want to talk about or like what's gonna hit home. Now, her being that she just released a documentary, I'm trying to figure out how to get that uploaded. I literally did the whole thing. I think I might have to upload it in parts because it's literally like an hour and like 45 minutes long. Well, my reaction to it, but the actual thing is only like 50 minutes. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys let me know down below. But anyway, when you go, they usually issue like these notices of what you can and cannot say or something like that. But I'm pretty sure, like I said, since she's promoting this, she probably left it open. So it's got to be crazy, like not knowing what these people are going to throw at you. You know what I mean? And when you have a group of people with you, it's a lot easier to know, like, especially knowing like how quick they all are to respond. Like Perry and Jay, bro, they be having everybody back. You know what I'm saying? So I already know that it's nerve-wracking, but I'm here for her. Come on, girl. Be powerful. Be amazing. And she looking good, yo. You see them baby hairs laid?
Yeah,
so long together.
They're like
That's
my
my
safety
girl right
blanket.
I was gonna say that because I imagine within, you know, you guys are super close. Like behind the scenes, you
Oh, yeah, we're
texting
best
non-stop.
mates. We actually are best mates. I
Yeah.
feel like people think we just say that, but we genuinely are best friends.
Yeah, for sure. And do you think that like it's scary doing interviews alone? Because are there questions or like topics that one will cover for the other?
Oh my god, absolutely. Jade is the
Yeah.
most intelligent person I've ever met, right? So when we get asked like really
Right?
questions that we try and avoid, we just literally go,
Jade?
Jade? Yeah, literally.
she can do like a diplomatic answer.
Yeah, and so that's scary when you're on your own. And
So
you're like,
Jade's the one.
Let's get out the
So what
hard
we need to do-
questions. Yeah.
You're joining us on a very important week.
yes.
People going back to school.
Yep.
And we're so happy that you can come in here and talk about all of this today. But firstly, I want to start, how were your school days? So being at school for you, what was it like?
Well, I went to like 4 different senior schools.
Okay. 4 different ones?
Yeah, first of all was like with my brothers and sisters. Next one was like a theatre school. Then after that I left because I wasn't really enjoying it. Then I went to another school and I got bullied there.
Right.
And
Aw.
so I had to leave because I didn't enjoy it. And then my last school was brilliant.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Now, what type of people were you? Because there was always one, it was like, when a teacher wrote a report, it was always like, could do better. Yeah.
Oh, that was always me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was
Not
your
really
thing? Were you like-
thriving.
I was just a bit of a chatterbox. I wouldn't say I was a
Okay.
naughty child at school.
Yeah.
But I loved making people laugh. Like I was that kid at
Yeah.
school. So I was sent out a lot. Did get
Detentions?
detentions. Got sent home once.
Sent home?
Yeah.
What are you chatting about?
Yeah, I know. But
I wasn't naughty, got sent home, suspended, expelled
I
from
was
that
just,
school.
I was just cheeky. I'd say I was
Okay.
cheeky. But other
Yeah.
than that, I tried really hard in the subjects that I wanted to.
My teachers always used to write in school reports that I was too familiar with them.
Oh,
what were you
really?
doing to
What
your
do they
teachers?
mean?
The way that I was talking to them, it was too familiar.
Did you ever get that thing where they said that you were distracting the other pupils?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
time.
I think
yeah.
that's
That
really
was
funny.
me.
It's like she's an entertainer.
That was definitely me, bro. I talk a lot. If you've been following me for a while, you probably already know. But, oh my god, I used to get in trouble all the time in school, man.
She's made for the stage.
Now talk to us, because this is a really, really important topic that you've brought in, and I'm so pleased that you wanted to come on here and talk about it as well. Now, you've got a big documentary out.
Yes.
Now, talk to me about the documentary, Odd One Out.
Yeah, so I wanted to make this documentary because, it's basically about the first 4 years of me being in Little Mix and like the online trolling that I suffered. And basically, it just led me to like a really dark, deep depression.
Yeah.
That obviously I've never ever spoken about. And obviously, like I've overcome that, but I feel like there's a lot of people that obviously suffer with mental illness and depression, and I feel like there's probably a lot of people out there that think there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel and think there is no way out. And I wanted to make this documentary to let people know that there is, and just to make people aware of like the effects that it has on people when you do just say one comment, and you might be joking around with your friends, or you generally might be wanting to say it to actually hurt that person, but I want people to know like generally the effects that it has on people, because it's not okay. Like just because you're behind a mobile phone or a computer screen, like would you really go and do that to that person's face? Like, so
of course they wouldn't. So when you know, I want to talk about it as well. So obviously those first 4 years, you're saying, so is that first 4 year stint that was really, obviously, did you find it was as you became more successful, or was it from the get-go, and where were you seeing it?
No, Joe, it was from the get-go. So as soon as we did our first live show on X Factor, so I've never been like a little technophobe with like social media or anything like that. And I feel like when we got into Little Mix, that was when like Twitter and all that was getting quite big. And we got told, we got given these mobile phones, and they were like, you've got to have Twitter because, you know, people need to get to know Little Mix and you girls individually. Anyway, and I just remember we did the first live show, and remember being in the house at the time, and everyone was like gathering around, like watching their performances back online. And someone was like, oh look, you can read what people are saying about your performance. So I just thought people would either it would be like, oh yeah, they're good, or no, they're all right. When we went onto the comments, every single comment was about the way I looked. It was nothing about us as a group or our singing. It was literally like, Jesy is repulsive, Jesy looks deformed, like I wish she'd chop her head off, she looks absolutely disgusting, I don't want to look at that girl anymore. And it was just like, I just I remember at that time feeling like, what, I don't know what I've done wrong, like I don't, because I'd never had a problem with the way I looked before social media. And then I got social media and everything changed. My confidence, like me as a person, didn't want to go out, missed work, missed shows. And I thought that's just stuff that happened at school. Do you know what I mean? So when I was on social media and I saw it from like grown women, grown men, like women with children, like mums and dads, I was just like, whoa. And it really affected me immensely, because I thought, well, God, if they're saying it, it must be true. Like, because the only way I could kind of make myself feel better about it is when I would see like girls or like kids doing it, because I used to think, okay, like I just felt like that's what kids do at school. But when it was adults, I couldn't get my head around it.
It was like you'd left that part of your life. Would you go to your parents and talk about this?
Like I think my mum knew what was going on, but she didn't know what to do. Like she wanted me to come out of it. Like she saw how happy I was before, and then to see this confident, bubbly girl go from someone who she didn't even recognise was really hard for her as a mum. And so, for her, she was just like, I just want to take her out of it, but I didn't want to. Because I thought, if I come out of this, I'm only going to make it worse for myself, because I didn't know what to expect if I was to come out of it. And then I thought, am I going to draw more attention to myself? So it was just like a never-ending like spiral of...
And what you say about it being something, you can all relate, you know, you've all been through it. The thing is, that's not true, Jesy, because not everyone's in that position, you know, where you're performing in front of millions of people every single week. And it's so nasty. It feels like people look at you, and because you're famous and because you've got all this amazing stuff happening in your life, they think you're invincible to it, or like
absolutely.
It doesn't affect you. What effect does that then have in turn on you, like becoming the woman that you are now, and your mental health and your body image?
Well, like I don't feel like I will ever be the same as I was before X Factor. Because there's a lot of things mentally that I'm still dealing with, but I'm overcoming. But I just...
If you guys ever make my wife feel like this again, I will literally, I can't even say it on here, but don't try me, cuz. Don't do this. Like, why? Why are people so horrible? Like, what's the point? Like, what do you get out of just being a douchebag? Like, what honestly, like, it makes people feel what I think it's because it's so easy. Like, it's so hard to look in someone's eyes and tell them that you hate them versus like shooting a quick comment like, oh, you're trash. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
I think that people don't know. Like, I generally sometimes, like, I used to see like boys or girls like mucking around with their mates, like having a joke about me, and I don't even think that they'd think I'd see that.
Right.
But yeah, it had an effect on everything. I didn't want to go out with my friends. I generally didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to perform on stage anymore because I just mentally used to think that when I'd be on stage, if I'd see like people in the crowd like pointing at me or whispering, I think they would like saying horrible things about me.
Paranoia.
And I got anxiety. Yeah. I had panic attacks.
Did you nearly leave the band?
Yeah.
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 There must have been a few times where the girls have stopped you from leaving the band.
Yeah, but for them it was hard as well. Like, it must have been such a crap time for them as well, because at the same time they're like living their dream.
Yeah.
And so to have someone in the band who was like constantly down and depressed all the time, like, no, like, you don't want that, like when you're like living your best life. And it was hard for them to like be happy but then console me at the same time.
You don't want them to resent you as well.
Of course not. And at times I was so jealous of them. Like, I was just so envious of like how happy they were, and I was just like, I just want to know what it feels like to be happy and feel like that, but I couldn't make myself happy.
Do you think this is something that's quite common with other artists? Because a lot of people come in and say, you know, you can read 1,000 great comments, but you always pick out the bad ones. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you think that's common?
I do think exactly what you said. Like, people think you're invincible. And I think people might think you're not going to see it. But it does happen to like people that are not in the industry. And this is like, in the documentary, I meet so many like inspirational, amazing people that have like gone through the exact same thing as me, and they're not even in the spotlight. So yeah, this is why I wanted to make it, because I just honestly think people don't even know the effects that it has on people.
When did it become okay to just be so nasty to people that you don't know?
I can't get my head around. Why would you even want to do that?
Yeah.
Like, I cannot get my head around as to why you would see someone on telly. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that everyone in their own home, when they're watching telly, like, will say stuff about people, but that's fine. You're in your own home. That person's never going to know what you've said about them.
Yeah.
But to actually pick up your phone and go, do you know what? I'm going to at them and I'm going to make sure that they see it. Like, why would you ever want to do that? But there's a lot of like shocking things that people don't know in this documentary that's going to come out. And yeah, I've met some people and I think it's going to shock a lot of people, and I really want for people to watch this and think, even if it just changes two people's mindsets and to think, you know, I'm never going to ever write anything nasty again online, then I feel like I've done my job.
Are you talking to the trolls themselves?
I did, but then we couldn't use it.
They told you not to use it.
Yeah, but a lot of people that we tried to get in contact with that obviously trolled me online were like, no.
Cowards.
Yeah.
Do you feel that sometimes, and I see you girls do it, and I see artists like Ariana Grande doing it, where they'll spot their fans because they have such a massive fan base online. If the fan base go for someone or something like that, then you girls will step in and say, or message or tweet or whatever, saying this is not okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something that more artists should do? I mean, in terms of like, if they see their fans attacking someone or like...
of course. I think we've got this huge platform as artists, so why would we not use that to like make people aware and like teach kids? Like, that isn't...
This is why she's such a dope person. You know what I mean? Like, this is why, bro, because it's like, and it sucks because it's like a consistent battle, or like, not consistent, but a consistent and constant's kind of the same, huh? Yeah. It's a long battle, you know what I'm saying, of dealing with having to let people know, basically, that, hey, bud, I understand that you don't know now, but let's be honest, bro. Like, Little Mix has a lot of fans, bro. And if she just wanted to keep, like, how people single her out and talk bad about them, like, even Jesy, like, Jesy has a lot of people who, like, will come to bat for her, you know what I'm saying? So just imagine what it would feel like if someone was like, oh, I hate her, she's so fat and ugly, and then she quoted the tweet and was like, hey, everyone go crap on this dude's pictures. Like, the person would probably literally kill themselves, because like there would literally be hundreds of thousands of people just in this person's comments on every picture for years. Like bro, come on, man. Like, in internet time, like, especially when something gets pointed out by somebody big, like, that junk will probably be trending, you know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine what life would be like if you got like a real, like, a real famous person that's actually like empowering and has like a loving audience, and they just came for you, oh man, it'd be over.
Okay, like that's not okay to bully people. I think more needs to be done in schools. I think we need to talk about it more in schools, because I don't know what it was like for you, but like for me growing up as a kid, I never had social media. Like my phone just had Snake on it. Like, you know what I mean? And I was going out knocking for my friends, and like I can't imagine that kids do that now. Do you know what I mean? Like kids are just obsessed with their phones. Like and Leanne's mum's a school teacher, and she said like kids are just always on their phone in classrooms. Like if I was on my phone in class at school, I'd be out.
Could be confiscated, wouldn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. So God knows what that must be doing to their confidence and for them mentally, like growing up with that now. So I think us as artists, we have a responsibility.
Can you guys hear that? There's like a super storm going on outside, and it's like the wind. So like when you have hurricane, like we have hurricane windows. So when you have like the hurricane windows or whatever, like the wind sounds, because it's like locked in, like it sounds so crazy. Like I'm sorry to interrupt just because of that. I'm so sorry.
I think schools have a responsibility, parents, like we all just need to like talk about it more and let people, and just make kids and everyone know that that's not okay. Like it's not okay to do that.
I always think it's very difficult now to safeguard things in terms of like, you know, whether it's a pin on a phone or whatever. Listen, a 3-year-old can unlock an iPad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like people like yourself coming out and saying that it's not okay. You have a lot of influence on those people.
Yeah.
That potentially, we don't know, but potentially are writing that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it's I think it has to stop from the person that wants to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I think stuff like this kind of helps that a lot more than someone, you know, writing a passcode or someone or Instagram introducing a new feature.
Of course.
No, mate, massive, obviously, respect for
Thank
coming.
you
I think it's amazing, like you're the biggest girl band in the world, and the fact that you're using your platform to talk about things like that, I think it's honestly, I think it's incredible.
Thank you so much.
People that are struggling with similar issues, what coping mechanisms did you use, and you know, how can you?
I mean, you've got to talk to someone. You have to. Like that's what I didn't do, and that's what made me worse. And then like even just making this documentary, like I've literally feel like a completely different person.
You exercise it a bit.
I couldn't even talk about this subject without crying.
Right.
And like the fact that like I don't even get upset about it anymore. Like the fact that I can openly talk about it and feel like proud and confident when I'm talking about it, instead of feeling ashamed and embarrassed, is like a massive step for me. And like making this documentary has taught me that you do just need to talk to people, like whether it be friends, whether it be, I don't know, like family or like a therapist. Just like there is help out there, and like you do have to talk to people, because keeping it in will just make you feel a lot worse.
Chris did some work for mental health charities as well. I saw recently online he was supporting you, he was defending you. It must feel so good, and it's so important to have someone, you know, back in your corner like that.
Yeah, absolutely. He's honestly, he's incredible. Like, and
I'm happy for her. Okay, I am. It's like I know my future wife is just getting literally taken to Pound Town right now because of the fact that she just released this thing. Like they're celebrating. I'm hurt, you know what I'm saying? But it's life, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here when they break up, and I'm gonna be here for her, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, that's so disrespectful. I don't wish her to break up. I really hope that she's happy. I really hope that everything goes well. I hope that they stay together for as long as possible, and I hope that she really does get some great experiences, okay? I'm just saying that I need her in my life, okay?
He's just been so lovely throughout. He's in the documentary, but he's just been so supportive throughout the whole thing. He's just amazing. But yeah, I just think it's really important to have like real people around you. Like you don't need to, like, even if you are struggling, don't speak to people online about it. Speak to real people, like friends, family, loved ones.
If you had to sum it up for you, like what was the main thing? What was the main bit of takeaway that you had from making this documentary?
Before making the documentary, I was like mentally like overcoming certain things.
Yeah.
There's like, I know this sounds ridiculous, like even the picture that I posted not that long ago from X Factor, if you'd have asked me to do that 6 months ago, I'd have been like, absolutely not, because I honestly like despised that version of me.
Yeah.
But only because of the way people made me feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, now like I don't care. Like I love that version of me, and I thought I would never be able to say that.
Yeah. Can we see more presenting from you in the future?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
come and do a show here.
Yeah.
I'd love
that. Yeah, great. But with docs, is that what you want? Do you want to do more docs?
Honestly, I don't know. I loved doing it. I mean, it was very like
long
and
emotional,
quite draining and emotional, but. it was very rewarding at the same time.
Flip. Well,
so yeah,
so
who knows?
Listen, mate, cannot wait. Odd One Out airs 12th of September.
It's super dope, yo. If you guys haven't watched it already, you really need to, man. Like, honestly, it was everything that I thought it was going to be and a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was honestly in love with the whole documentary. You really get to see another side of her, as well as you get to see, like, other people talk about how they went through different things. You know what I mean? And honestly, like I said before, it's literally everything that I needed to see from her, you know what I'm saying? And I really want to see like a group documentary. That would be awesome, like a road to where they are now, like all the girls. Like, bro, I would literally watch a Netflix season of like a Little Mix documentary, like 5 or 6. No, it would have to be like a whole like season. I need like 15 episodes of like, even like, I need like 15 episodes of them just talking about all of the stuff together, them talking about like how they weren't able to like come together and have this conversation before, like all that, you feel me? Like, I want to see every bit of it. I don't know, I love ingesting all this content. Like, if you guys go to my Little Mix playlist, you'll see that I've literally almost done 100 videos on this channel on just Little Mix alone, and that's still crazy to me. Like, that's still wild, but they're definitely the most videos that I've ever posted on here are mostly all Little Mix. I do have like 600 or 700 videos on this channel. So I really hope you guys enjoy the content, man. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you. Don't forget to please subscribe to the channel, as well as leave a like on the video. It really does so much. It's kind of crazy what it does, but it really does do a lot for the channel. Okay, thank you guys so much. Peace. See you tomorrow, baby. Yeah.